Isn't it good to be back? The student investor is back with the video. I had the long awaited tease of this 5 year plan that been mysteriously dropping hints in every little video, but haven't really done anything about it yet until now because I'm back. Sorry, guys, I was away for so long. I know you guys missed me. Please subscribe because the support has been immense. I did lose a subscriber, so we're gonna gain it back because what we're gonna do here is gonna show you the numbers. I'm gonna be showing you everything, laying it out on the table, just raw, pure math. And we are gonna be going over how I plan to take my net worth to $100,000 by the time I turn 25. I am 22 now, and we are gonna lay it all on the table. We are gonna go over every single metric that is possible. Guess what? After every year that is completed, I will be comparing the numbers, the true numbers that I am going to get from my tax returns, and seeing if I actually hit the marks that I actually had projected on the spreadsheet. Because all I just need is one number. If I know what I made in a year for my taxes and it turns out to be even higher or less, then we'll see if I'm going to be on track for it or what. And then also you're going to see the portfolio as it grows too, because I'm always going to document the Robinhood. All right, don't get intimidated now that the numbers are right in front of you, because we're going to have to go over every little thing. I encourage you to stick with the video, and I encourage you to comment whether or not you think this is a good plan or not, because at the end I have some notes that I have to go over and it's all going to make sense. But you guys have to follow me, all right? As a viewer, I'd hope you listen, but this is it. I'm going to have to move my big head, and we're going to have to get on with the spreadsheet. It's going to be a lot to explain, so bear with me, guys. All right, so now that my head is out the way, good thing I could do that on the fly now. We have the first year. So in the first year, I have broke down the possible streams of income, earned income, active incomes, and passive incomes that I could possibly receive within the year. So everything is on the table here, all transparent, raw numbers, which is going to be great because for those of you that are on the fence about investing, hopefully this entire spreadsheet changes your mind, because when you see numbers and you see those numbers grow, and especially when I go over what I need to go over at the end of the video, you are going to be in shock. Okay, so let's get on with it. So first year of the plan, which is now, I am 22 years old, which is this current year. My W-2 income is expected to be $42,000. If you guys don't know, I recently quit my retail job and I've started a new job in IT. So that video that I put out that is on my channel about the investing as a mindset, I highly encourage you watch that video first before you watch this one, because that I explain, what happened and why I did so. It is all for this plan. It's leading up to it. I teased it in other videos, but now it's time to put the nail in the coffin and get to work. There's no turning back now. Now that I made the video, it's on the internet, so people are gonna end up commenting, reminding me about it, and that's what I need. W-2 income, $42,000 for the first year. LLC income, that is a new one that I have to update you guys on. Yes, I did form a business, but within the first year of business, I do not expect to make money until the second year. So we are going to skip on that and we are going to put that at a 0. Active streams of income. Okay, when I mean active streams of income, I mean as I get an order. This is a sort of freelance thing that I have. As I get an order, I will fulfill the order, and then for the year, because these are yearly numbers, I was not going to do this by month, because if I did this by month, let me tell you something, the spreadsheet would be enormous and it would not be video friendly. So 50 for the year for Fiverr that I expect. And dividend income for the year, my passive streams, I have 4 passive streams currently, and I expect those to grow over time. And I do account for that in the spreadsheet. It might not be accurate because there's some things that I got to go over that I will touch base on, but I expect my dividend income for the first year to be 600, and I expect my referral income from the links that I have in my description to be only $10 for the year. That puts my total end of the year earnings, if we add all this up within these columns, at $42,660. Okay, perfect. Now bear with me. I have to account for expenses, don't I? Right? So my annualized projected expense budget is $18,000 for the year, which leads me to spend a monthly budget of $1,500. So I can't spend more than $1,500 in this first year, which is honestly quite a large budget, considering that I don't spend money on anything. So if I even happen to go under this monthly budget and happen to invest more than I was supposed to, guys, this is gonna be a piece of cake. But let me not jinx it. Let's follow along the numbers. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we are going to have to extract our total end of the year earnings with our projected annualized expenses in order to figure out how much disposable income we have for investments. Okay, so once we do the math for that, we are left with $24,660 annualized that we have to invest at our disposal. So that means our monthly budget, if we divide that number by 12, is $2,055 for the month. So that investing budget can be invested in anything crypto, Robinhood, my Roth IRA. So long as it gets invested in something, that's what needs to be done in order to reach this goal. So far, our total amount of money invested is $24,660 because that's exactly how much I would put according to this budget. So there we go. Now, first year down, let's go to the second year. Things get juicy now. You see the numbers change. That's because I expect things to change and things to grow as we go on. So I account for that. It gets really cool. Now, for the second year, I am now 23 years old. If we fast forward a year from now, on the second year, my W-2 income stays the same, assuming that I don't get any wage increases or promotions, which I highly doubt. My LLC income is now $2,400 for the year. I'm going to have to say it regardless because now that I have the income here, you guys are probably wondering, what is that income? Well, I recently started an ATM business. So one machine, I am projecting for that one machine to net me $200 a month, which is a very conservative number considering that ATMs are very, very high volume machines and they could do a lot more than $200 a month. But let's say for the sake of this, I put it in a bad location. I'm going to be explaining that. That's going to be another cool video. So I highly suggest you subscribe for that one. But nonetheless, let's say $2,400 for the year off of that one ATM, because that means I would have to place one ATM at one establishment. Now, my Fiverr, my freelance income has increased $25 from the last year, meaning I just got more orders. My passive income stream for my dividends has increased $200, which is probably also conservative considering we are not accounting for dividend reinvestments or dividend increases. Referrals, $20. Merch by Amazon, $10. And Redbubble, which is another merch account that I have where I have some merch uploaded, I am expecting $10 out of that. So the end of the year total earnings for the second year comes out to $45,315. I don't expect my projected annualized expenses to increase because I probably won't spend any money considering that, I have to take care of the business. So it would only make sense for me not to increase my expenditures because I need the money to invest, right? So the planned monthly budget stays the same, and if we subtract that same number with the now bigger end of the year total earnings from the last year, we now have more money to invest. So now on the second year, we have $27,315, leaving me with a monthly investing budget of $2,275. Now, at this point, at the second year, if we account for the annualized budget for investments in the first and second year, that would mean I would have already invested $51,975 across all accounts, including Roth IRAs, including Robinhood and crypto. It's getting really, really juicy. Now, third year, my W-2 income, I assumed stayed the same. Highly doubt that. But my LLC income has increased by $2,400, meaning I have now two locations. I have two ATMs in a location that is making $200 a month a pop. That would put me at $4,800 for the year. My Fiverr income increased by $25, $100. We have the dividend income for that third year at $1,100. That would be pretty nice. The referrals at $25, merch by Amazon increased by $10 at $20, and the Redbubble account increased also by $10 by $20. So the end of year total for year 3 is $48,042. Now I'm going to have to account for the fact that I now have a new ATM. So I am going to have to raise my expected expenditures by $2,000 because I'm gonna have to shell out $2,000 to put money into that machine. Okay, business requires money, and you can't operate a business without money, so you have to account for that. Now my new monthly budget is $1,665 for that year. Now subtracting $20,000 by $48,042, my new annualized income for investments turns out to be $28,042. It looks like it's increasing year over year, and that's the point. Also, the monthly budget is up, so we have a disposable income of $2,336 for the third year. That's my investing budget. And now, accounting for both first, second, and third year, I would have already been invested by that time $80,000. $80,000 would have been invested at that point of just money in the accounts. Now, the fourth year, it gets juicy. This is the magic number. Yet again, I am not accounting for wage growth. So $42,000. LLC income is up by $4,800. That means I have 4 ATMs in 4 different locations producing me $200. Yet again, like I said, it's a conservative number. Fiverr has made me $100 more than it has made me last year comparatively to the third year. My dividend income has increased by $400 since the last year, also very conservative at $1,500. My referrals are up by $10, $35. My merch by Amazon up $10, also my Redbubble. My end of the year earnings for the fourth year would be $50,000. I've already crossed the $50,000 mark, so $53,395 for the year. And my projected annualized expenses are gonna have to go up because I have to account for the 2 machines. So now I am expected to spend $1,835 for the month. And now my annualized disposable income for investments goes up again year over year to $31,335.95 at a monthly investing budget at $2,616. And now at this point, adding up everything from the first year, second year, third year, and the fourth year, at this point, the total number, the total monetary value of money invested into all accounts would have already crossed $100,000 at $111,412. That is crazy. These are conservative numbers, guys, but you need to lay it out on the table in order to understand the power of investing, because let me tell you something. At the 5th year, I would be 26 years old. At 26 years old, I am yet again not accounting for wage growth. So same $42K. LLC income up another $4,800. So now at that point, I would have 8 locations making me $200 a month. My Fiverr income has increased by $50 at $250. My dividend income has also increased by $500, which is really nice, at $2,000. My referrals are up $10, $45. My merch by Amazon is up $10, $40, and my Redbubble is up by $10 at $40. The end of the year total earnings for the final year in the 5-year plan is $56,000. $56,375. My projected expenses are also going to have to grow up because I have to invest in that business, don't I? At $24K for the year. And the planned monthly budget for that final year is $2,000. If we subtract $56,375 minus $24,000, we are left with $32,375 for investments, and that monthly budget turns out to be $2,697. At this point, accounting for the first, second, third, fourth, and 5th year, the total amount of money that I would have invested at that point is $142,807. Guys, that is nuts. That is crazy. And let me go over the notes. The total investment metric does not account for growth of the investments themselves, only the face value. Guys, that is true. How can I calculate growth in the market? There's no real metric for it. And what if I have a blowout year in which I make over 10%? Because usually the stock market averages about 8%. But, my portfolio, there has been times where it just grown more than 8%. So if I have a blowout year in which I make more than 8%, that's going to be very, very healthy for my net worth. The dividend income does not account for dividend raises over time or dividend reinvestment, the DRIP program. My W-2 income, of course, does not account for wage increases or promotions. And I did not include the possibility of YouTube income, because let me tell you something. If at the 5th year I am not making money by YouTube, I think I'm doing something wrong, and I think you guys would agree. My LLC income only assumes that each machine purchase only makes $200 a month and nothing more, which is highly unlikely. Okay, an ATM on average produces around $350 to $500 at a good location or at a relatively well established business like a hair salon, a nail salon, a barbershop, or cash only business like a restaurant. You could do really good with it. And referrals might be considerably underestimating considering the audience and the subscriber growth on the channel at the 5th year. And the same goes for the merch on Amazon, because a bigger audience would mean more people would purchase from the merch Amazon, and these numbers are basically conservative. This is the power of investing. This is the power of managing your money, and this is the power of personal finance. So with that being said, I am going to put my big head back on the screen. Guys, what do you guys think? You think I'm going to make it? Comment down below. You want to watch the journey? Subscribe. Nonetheless, I'm the student investor, 22 years old. I plan to show it all regardless whether I make it, whether I not. It is important that I educate the youth and they have somebody to look up to in their age group that also invest. That's the importance of this. So go share this with a friend. Go share this with a family member. Go share this with somebody you know that needs to put their money where their mouth is and start growing. Just kidding, I'm not out. That was too long of a video not to let you guys know that I'm still buying AMP. Don't worry, I'm not gonna let AMP fly under the radar, especially at these prices. I'm gonna have to buy it live. That was too long of a video that I let you sit through, and to reward you guys, for the people that have high convictions for AMP, I am letting you guys know that I am still buying till this very day, and I will continue to buy. And you know what I'm gonna do with that monthly budget in that plan? I am going to continue to buy AMP. So we have $100 that I'm about to purchase some AMP with. Let's do it live. There we go. Limit order has in place. It has not been filled yet at 0%. Is going to fill. Actually, no, I should make it a market order. So let's do that. Market order, meaning I am purchasing it at the market price. We are going to buy, and my order has been placed. Completed orders right here at a market order of $100. We are filled. I just bought 10,000 coins, 10,000 AMP coins right here live for you. I'm back. The content is going to be churning, and you are going to learn a lot from this video, and so am I, because as I grow as an investor, I'm going to be displaying it. And you guys as a community could comment down below, you could like, and you could just share the video, and then share your opinions under the comment sections, and I do reply to every comment. So with that being said, if you guys want to support me, there is a link down in the description of my merch to Amazon shop, and you guys can buy some AMP merch that I have created to support me directly. Don't worry, the student invested hasn't went nowhere. Keep on growing your portfolio, keep on learning, and keep on growing as an individual, and increase your wages over time. Make a plan and stick to the plan.